Alright. Think we're ready to get this underway. Alright, settle down everyone, settle down. Oh, should I be standing here? Am I in the right place? Where you are is perfect, your majesty. Now, is everyone here? J.J. Falcon, present. The defense is ready, your honor. Severin Cocorico, present. The prosecution is ready, your honor. Oh, this will be good. I wonder who's on trial. Are the jury all here? All present and accounted for, your honor. Everything seems to be in order. The court is now in session for the trial of King Louis Philippe. Oh, that's me! Wait, what? Calm down, your majesty. We're simply prosecuting you for a short list of 32 crimes against the French people. What is this madness? Did you set me up to this? Well, yes and no. We're your defense, your majesty. I'm so confused. The process is simple. I'll state a charge that is being leveled at you and present my evidence for the charge. You and your defense will then have the opportunity to present their own counter-evidence. I'm even more confused. Just let us do the talking, your majesty. We're doing this for your own good. Wouldn't want you to end up like old Louis XVI now, would we? Let us proceed. Prosecution, present the first charge. King Louis Philippe, you are being charged with neglecting the lower classes of the nation. Your continued support of Guizot's outdated policies have resulted in an ever-growing wage gap. Poverty is rampant. Animals are forced to turn to begging, thievery, and burglary just to survive. How do you justify this vile attitude? My goodness, you're going straight for the jugular, aren't you? I'm a good person. I don't hate poor people. I feel mild contempt for them, certainly, but don't we all? Please allow me to do the talking, your majesty. Severin, the king is far kinder to poor people than the general populace has been led to believe. Some would even describe him as a generous philanthropist. Okay, I think we are totally gonna bullshit through this. Although I'm actually... Oh, right, I can't just save. I have to save and quit. But I think you can replay parts of chapters, so I would kind of want to go back and see what happens if we do just throw him to the wolves. Who describe him as a generous philanthropist? Some would. You're going to have to do better than that. Show me an example, just one example of the king being generous to a poor person. Okay, that was... The king is giving financial advice to the poor and needy. I would like to present this story. It's the account of a person who is a sick and starving beggar. One day this beggar was approached by the king. Did the king offer the beggar money? No, he offered something far better. He offered the beggar financial advice. It's true, I did do that. Where's that beggar now? He runs a successful business that can pull 40 francs from a single client transaction. Amazing. And the ex-beggar attributes the king for his radical transformation. Well, he didn't say so directly, but it was implied. Interesting. Would you mind telling us the name of this person? We probably should, but I wonder if this will bite us later. He's a man named Renard Vulpes. Oh, Renard Vulpes, the trickster and con artist who runs that deplorable private investigation service. Oh, we might have fucked it here. You're familiar with him? Of course. That fox has been meddling in trials and disturbing investigations for years. If this is the caliber of person that's produced by the king's financial advice, we should all be deeply concerned. Oh dear! Oh. Outside the Palais Royal, protesters charge at the building's gates, effortlessly overcoming the royal guards. Looters take the opportunity to overrun and ransack the building. Where on earth is that accursed king? Piero! Piero! No sign of him, ma'am. Rumor is he gone and fled the building. Same as Guizot. The Prime Minister and the King both fled before we even started our assault? How is that even possible? Madame Beaumont, I found someone who may be of use. Oh dear. A royal guard. Nice fine, Fontaine. Speak, Duck. Tell us where the king is. You think me an uncommon turncoat? I would have you know I'm the mighty Officer Beck. I would sooner die than betray my country. Okay. The Palais de Justice. A couple of lawyers came and took him to the Palais de Justice. That was easy. Piero, Fontaine, gather the crowd. We're marching on the Palais de Justice. What are we up to? What are we up to? Charge 12? Please continue, prosecutor. Very well. King Louis Philippe, you stand accused of crushing small businesses in favor of supporting wealthier industry giants. Such a nepotic attitude only serves to discourage people from forming their own enterprises. I disagree. As a self-made businessman, the king has constantly shown his support for all business, big and small. Another ludicrous assertion from the defense. Prove me wrong, JJ. When has the king ever shown support for a grassroots business? Okay, that's 2 cents. I'd like to present this story. It's the account of a fisherman. An angler, who recently caught an enormous catfish from the Seine. Some say the fish was as large as 2 meters. Upon catching the fish, the king congratulated the man and offered him compensation for his efforts. Compensation for his efforts? You mean he bought the fish? In so many words, yes. Well, putting aside how weak an example that is of a man supporting local businesses, I see a much more pressing issue. There is no way a fisherman caught a 2-meter catfish from the Seine. What if he had killer bait, like, say, a box of high-end chocolates? Ludicrous. No one would be stupid enough to use chocolates as fishing bait. You guys can't be serious. Outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grande, Inspector Valerdi watches the ever-growing crowd of protesters. The National Guard poise their bayonets, keeping the angry mob at bay. Disgusting rabble, the lot of them. Oh, it looks like the guards are letting someone through. An emissary of the rebels? Or perhaps one who considers themselves a leader? Are you the officer in charge of this barricade? I am. I came to talk to you directly. I feel we can settle this maturely. No violence, no casualties. Wouldn't that be marvelous? We only have one demand. That is that you stand aside and let me escort the king out of the building. Grant me that, and I will order the crowd to disperse. I don't know if this is your first revolution, mademoiselle, but it certainly isn't mine. If your protesters want the king, they'll have to get past the line of National Guards. I don't think your people have the skill, equipment, or raw numbers to accomplish such a feat. I believe we're up to the last charge, are we not? Correct. Charge 32. King Louis Philippe, you are accused of being an imbecile. You are mentally unfit to run this country. No need to get personal. It isn't a crime to be an idiot, Severin. Thankfully. If it were, we'd all be doing hard time right now. Illegal, no, but it does raise the question of why we're giving idiots so much power. Let's not follow the example of Great Britain, who let the mad King George III rule for decades past his prime. King Louis Philippe is neither mad nor stupid. He's an intelligent and competent individual. I'll have you know, I'm only competent on prune days. Your Majesty, please. You've chosen an impossible battle, JJ. The king's idiocy is widely accepted. I urge you to prove me wrong. Show me one shred of evidence the king is not a blithering idiot. Right. I'd like to present this account given by a local librarian. He asserts the king is something of an avid reader. Picture books don't count, JJ. Oh, I had no idea that an expansive history of the Macedonian Empire was a picture book. The king has been known to check out as many as a dozen thick books in a single day, covering a whole range of subjects. Face the facts, Severin. The king is an educated man. Perhaps a test is in order. That won't be necessary. What was the name of that book you mentioned? An expansive history of the Macedonian Empire? Tell me, Your Majesty, where is Macedonia? Where? Yes, I'll even make it easy. Just tell us the name of the continent. What continent is Macedonia in? You can do this, Your Majesty. It's a 1 in 7 shot. Can he really do it? I want to say Africa, but I got it. London! That's not a continent, you dumbass. Oh, mon Dieu. I think we're done here, Your Honor. As I have demonstrated in excruciating detail, the king is incompetent, lazy, stupid, and occasionally malicious. He isn't fit to run a bakery, let alone a nation. Very well, prosecutor. Does the defense have anything to add? No, the king is fucked. No, Your Honor. I've defended this man to the best of my abilities, and I have nothing more to say. Very good. Then I shall now converse with the jury. We shall determine precisely which crimes the king is guilty of and decide on an appropriate punishment. Punishment? Lawyer, man, you got to do something. I'm scared. Calm down, Your Majesty. The whole purpose of this trial was to see that your punishment is fair and fitting. You're not getting up with your head on a spike. At least I don't think you will. That mademoiselle is returning. How naive. Negotiations are over, mademoiselle. Once again, I ask that you let me pass. Let me extract the king without issue, and then we'll be on our way. I warn you, the protesters are getting rowdy. Any moment now they might charge on their own accord. Your commitment to pacifism is admirable, but you're brimming with naivety, mademoiselle. Be on your way. I warned you that your methods were too passive, madam. Is that foul voice? Show yourself, wolf. Yeah, it's Remus. You're the friar who gave me the tip-off about the Croque Monsieur. Was my information no good, Inspector? Did I not say how and when you could reach the Croque Monsieur? You omitted a few details. Your words almost killed a few acquaintances of mine. Well, Inspector, it seems that you and I agree on something. This wolf has a forked tongue. There's no need to direct your hatred at me, mademoiselle. I came here to give you a gift, a peace offering. You have nothing to offer. I most certainly do. Did you know the tunnels of the sleeping city wind straight under the Palais de Justice? It's true. If one were to put enough gunpowder in the right spot, one could even take an entire side of the building down. What are you prattling on about? How much gunpowder do you think it would take, madam? 50 kilograms? 100? Maybe 200 kilograms, just to be safe. Friar, tell me you didn't. The fuse is lit. In 20 seconds, the pillars of the Palais de Justice will fall like the Temple of Dagon. Running will do you no good, you brother-killing pute. You're bluffing. There will be no explosion. You would like that to be the case, wouldn't you, Inspector? But unfortunately for you, the Viridian killer emerges one last time. So... You! Huh? I congratulate you, JJ. No, Falcon. You argued excellently. I am as unsure of the Penguin's fate as you are, but one thing is for certain. You could not have done your job any better. And thank you, Cocorico. After a small amount of deliberation, we have come to a decision. We find the defendant, King Louis Philippe, to be... Mon Dieu, what was that? An explosion. It sounded like it came from right outside. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, in a matter of speaking, how to put this? For pity's sake, spit it out, monsieur. Rebels. It's the rebels. There was a big explosion at the entrance, and rebels are pouring into the building as we speak. You're the rabbit. Everyone clear out. Your Honor, quickly, what was the verdict? Really? In a time like this? There's no better time. Exile. Now get out of here. Court is adjourned. A valiant effort, Falcon, but we're out of both time and options. If the rebels want the king so badly, they can take him. You can't just say that! The rooster's got a point, Falcon. Let's just turn the king over and let him receive his dues. We've done all we can. No, you two give up far too easily. Sparrison, Cocorico, we're escorting the king to R&M Associates. Renard's place? What can he do? If anyone has the power to make the king disappear, it would be that conniving fox. Yeah, that might just work. Come along, Your Majesty. Oh dear. Come on, Cocorico, no time to dawdle. I'm staying. For there to be any chance of your ridiculous plan succeeding, someone must stay behind to delay the rebels. Cocorico. Go, I've got this. Good luck. That damned wolf nearly killed the lot of us. You're the one harboring the king? It's a pleasure to see you too, madam. Don't get snarky. Where is he? You're too late. The king has long left the building. For all I know, he could be halfway to Guadalupe by now. So he's already gone. Damn, there goes my opportunity to enact justice. Enact justice? You should have seen the trial, madam. Everything was official, professional, and logical. It was the most brilliant display of justice I've ever seen. But the king is in the process of receiving a fitting punishment. Cocorico, did my father receive a fitting punishment when you were the prosecutor at his trial 10 years ago? No, madam. But every day since then I've strived towards justice, and I shall continue to do so for the rest of my days. See that you do. Do hurry up, Your Majesty. This is taking forever. You aren't going any further. Oh. It's that friar. I'm not going to let you take another step towards the king. I didn't come here for the king. I came to kill you, J.J. Falcon. Very well. Sparrowson, take the king and hurry to Renard's. I'll handle this monster. Are you sure you'll be okay? I can handle one crippled wolf. Okay, come on, Your Majesty. Huh. The explosion at the courthouse. That wasn't just the rebels, was it? Heh. Of course not. That was to take out the murderous pute who killed my brother. Madame Beaumont. She was the madam who pulled the trigger, but it was your words that sentenced him. And I'd do it again. You and your brother are heinous individuals. Call us what you like. It doesn't matter anymore. Your blood must pay for his. An eye for an eye. That's the way of the judges of old. You don't appear armed. I don't need a gun or a sword to kill you. There are 100 kilograms of gunpowder beneath our very feet. Oh, really? Did you plan that far ahead? One more step and this entire area will go. What? Oh. Vile scum. Inspector, just in time. You look a little singed.
Did you hear that explosion, Monsieur Vulpes?
I did. It seems the rumors are true, Mousy. The revolution's in full swing.
Go on, get in there. Visitors, Monsieur Vulpes, visitors.
I wonder who... Oh my, King Louis Philippe. Good afternoon, Your Majesty.
Are you Monsieur Vulpes?
I am, and this is my companion, Mousy.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Majesty.
I must admit, I rarely have a gentleman of your caliber in this office. Please have a seat. Mousy, fetch His Majesty some tea.
Right away. I hear you can make people disappear.
Yes, a new identity, a new face. Indeed, I can make that happen. Of course, there's a price.
How much?
Normally, such a service would cost 100 francs, but for you, Your Majesty, 10,000.
10,000 francs? I don't carry that sort of money on my person.
I'm sure you can find a way. That crown on your head and egg in your hand would surely be enough to pay for this exquisite service.
You're a crook, Monsieur Vulpes.
Now, let's not call each other names. We're both grown men. Now, let's see, you'll need a disguise. Here we go. Put this on.
What the heck? How do I look?
Mousy, could you come in here for a moment, please?
What is it, Monsieur Vulpes? Oh, who is this cockatoo? Where'd King Louis Philippe go?
You see, Your Majesty?
It's that convincing?
Of course. But we'll have to give you a new name and identity to match your new look. We need a name that's original yet ordinary, subtle yet exquisite.
John Smith?
Brilliant, Mousy. Monsieur, your name is now John Smith. You're an upstanding English gentleman.
Je m'appelle John Smith.
That's no good. We'll have to work on your English accent. Repeat after me. My name is John Smith.
My name is John Smith.
Wow, did you grow up in London, Your Majesty? Your accent is impeccable.
Really?
Tell him, Mousy.
I didn't understand any of it, so it must have been perfect English.
Disguise, name, accent. I think we're all set. Are you ready, Mr. Smith?
I don't think so.
Of course you're ready. Flee, monsieur, flee. Take a horse to Calais, and from there hire a boat to take you to the shores of England.
Do you think you'll make it to England, Monsieur Vulpes?
With that disguise, Mousy, I think our client would be lucky to make it down the street. Come on, let's return this egg to Satan. Okay. Well, now what?
Come on, Birdbrain, time's a-wasting. Well, look who finally decided to get up.
Give me a break, my legs are killing me from running all over Paris. Besides, we just had the case of a century. I think we're allowed one day to relax. Let's play some Jacques Noir.
Nuh-uh. Look at this stack of mail we gotta reply to.
Mail?
Inspector Valerides asked us to sign off some paperwork regarding the death of Friar Ramus. Kokoriko wants us to arrange a lunch meeting to discuss potential future collaborative projects. And Madame Beaumont has asked us to help establish a constitution for the Second Republic, if you can believe that. Plus, we have like a dozen requests for legal work from other citizens of Paris. I guess word has gotten around about our involvement in the King's trial, huh? Mon Dieu. So much to do. All I want is to take a holiday. Hey, Falcon, do you think we're about to see some changes? Changes? The old king is gone. The prime minister's reassigned. The Second Republic is kicking off. I'm just saying. Do you think this could be the start of a new era of peace for Paris? Well, let's hope so. I think it just might be, Sparrowson. Don't get me wrong, I'm certain this isn't the last revolt Paris will ever see, not by a long shot. But maybe for now we can have a brief moment of harmony. A moment of harmony. That sounds nice. But enough talk about politics, Sparrowson. Let's go pick up some breakfast. Sounds good. I would like a pie no chocolate. All right. That was Aviary Attorney. Really good game. Like I said, I've grown to love these kind of games. Very unique art style as well for it. And like I said, this one, the fact that this one does have branching paths is making me wanna go back and like especially the big branch would have been if Kokoriko was killed back in Chapter 3. So I definitely want to go back and okay, you've reached the end of Route B. Egalite? The ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. Try tackling the oh, okay, yeah. You're welcome, and thank you. Okay, yeah, we can load a previous day so we can potentially, it looks like, yeah, okay. I think I'll save that one for another time, but it's still pretty early, so I think, let me see. Just did Mega Maker last night. I'm kind of leaning towards a Super Metroid rando. So give me a few minutes as I put that together.